recording. Preparing live streaming.
Okay.
And we're almost live. Give me 1 second.
I'm excited that we're doing one during the day.
Me too.
Fun. Okay, well, welcome everyone to our Heart of the Fashion Business segment this morning. My name is Carrie Humphreys and I am in Austin, Texas. We're so excited that you could join us or watch the recording. And as you might have seen in our post, we actually have a gift of choice to give away today, as well as a referral thank you for sending somebody that you might think would be really good at our fashion business. And we're going to tell you all about that after. So one thing that we've all learned through our leadership coaches at Cabby is maybe to jot down when we're getting started a word or a question that you want to think about or focus on. So why are you watching today? What do you want to get out of this? And so maybe if you want to write that down right now, we're done. So we're going to start with a little fun. We kind of call this event the Almost Famous. So it's really all about the secrets, the fashion secrets, that is, of dressing all of our different body types. And we have some what we think are fun ideas today all around the fashion secrets. So I'm going to start off with some style tips for your body shape. So one thing that you might not realize is that shoes matter. So shoes that match the color of your pants, so maybe like a little black bootie if you're wearing a black pant, or even matching the skin tone. So if you're wearing a dress and you have on a nude pump or a nude sandal or strappy sandal that kind of blends in with your skin, that will actually elongate your leg. Who knew? And maybe you have short legs, push up those sleeves. Yes, I said the sleeves on your arms, because the longer the sleeve, the shorter your leg looks. This is a true story. And so we have so many great things in Cabby this season that will kind of showcase your shorter sleeve already that's 3/4. And those things are like our midsummer dress. That's awesome and embroidered. And then what about those of you who have maybe a flat booty? So we hear this all the time. Oh, I have a flat butt. I don't like the way it looks. Well, there's a couple of things that you can do for that. If you have like an angled stripe in the back or a jacket that has princess seaming, and at Cabby we have so many blazers. This is one. This is our imperial blazer. Do you see how the seaming is already creating that waistline, and boom, nice little tushy at the bottom. So we also have our checkup blazer this season. That's this beautiful guy that's shaped the same way, and many things. So if you'll do that, that'll kind of get rid of that flat butt issue. And what if you are like me and you got a little J-Lo back there? Maybe your booty's a little bigger than you would like. Well, counterbalancing that fullness with a flare leg, like a trouser jean. We have a white trouser jean this season. Or I love these snap crops because they're stretchy and they almost feel like pajama pants, but they're cute too. And if I leave the house, they're counterbalancing my booty with kind of a little bit of a flare leg. So another little tip and trick is to just hide it, right? Hide that booty or camouflage it. So today I'm hiding it with my stroll cardigan. You're not really sure what's going on here, but this long line right here is making me look a little bit more slim. So you can do that with the sweater that Nikki's actually wearing today, which is just a black sweater that does this exact same thing. Or even our byline jacket. The stripes are going the other way, but it hides, and this is almost like a print. So that is a great way to keep your J-Lo in a little bit of check. So what about those of you who think you have a Buddha belly and you don't like drawing attention here? And I see a lot of ladies that just want to hide it. And so sometimes if you're wearing maybe an oversized shirt, it just kind of makes this whole area look bigger. And what looks a little bit better is if you have some ruching or gathering or something that's sort of fitted. It doesn't have to be clingy, but something that's shapely that kind of gives you that hourglass frame. So this season we have a debut dress that actually has a tonal, meaning it's the same print belt that wraps around, breaking up the waist. And just kind of to give you a visual, our rosette blouse is perfect. See how this is all the same colors and tones, but it's pulling in that waist. So it's giving that illusion of an hourglass body. And we even have
We need to decide what we're gonna take pictures and stuff in.
We will, but we're playing this.
right here. So this island skirt has this little ruching going on right here. So putting this right here and putting the tonal top that matches this in, it's going to hide that little, what we call, maybe Buddha belly. And what if you're a person that has no waist, or you feel like you have that boy shape? Well, you can create one. You can create one again with the blazers we were just talking about. One thing I love to do is put this super sexy runway top on. So where it ends right here is going to give you that waist. And of course, belting. Belting when you don't have a waist or a shorter waist is gonna make you actually have a waist. It's great. So finally, I just want to talk to all of you with lots of girls or the larger chest. A great thing for that is a deep or an angled neckline, kind of like what I have on, because that's going to break up that space. It's also going to shape the waist. So I don't want to, if I have lots of girls, I'm not going to leave my top completely untucked like this, because sometimes it's like a cliff dive, right? So it's like, oh, there's the boobs and then there's the top and it's just kind of hanging. You're also going to want to avoid crop tops. So in this case, I have this great V, and then I'm going to want to do a little front tuck and then blouse it out so nobody knows if this is my cabaret cabinet or if it's fat or fabric or what's going on. One awesome thing this season for lots of girls or a larger chest is our all black caper jumpsuit. It's perfect because you can control the zipper. Of course, this top is great. That rosette top I just showed you. And then wearing a cardigan as a top. So Sophia's got on our gorgeous purple sweater. This would be great wearing it as a top, just button it up. So those are just some great ideas of how to kind of hide and distract. But just keep in mind, whatever your body shape is, you can always draw attention to your best assets. So maybe you want to distract from your belly or your boobies, but bring out those girls, like wear something fitted on them or wear a dress and show them off. And moving on, it does matter what's underneath those girls or that dress. So Sophia, can you give us a little bit more about, what we should wear underneath our clothes?
I would love to. And I can't wait to take some of your tips, Carrie. I get to have long legs. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to talk about our second skin, and it's that layer just on top of our birthday suit. And I'm going to start with a quote from Christian Dior, and it's, "Without the proper foundation, there can be no fashion." I know all of us, including myself, want to just take the bra off at night, but our undergarments do matter. And simply because without them, we look heavier, frumpier, and that dreaded older. But it's not all about vanity. The proper bra also improves our posture, prevents spine and back pain as well. But for today, we're just talking about vanity. We often hear the expression, it's what's inside that counts. Well, in fashion, it's what's underneath that's key to making or breaking that outfit you so love. So the right bra will also make a difference in the size that you purchase as well. And as for the bottoms, let's face it, we check each other's bottoms out. We can't help it. And if you aren't agreeing or nodding your head, you're lying to yourself, because we do it. So the wrong panties will draw the most unwanted attention. And if you're getting looks, let's make it worth the stare. So my apologies that I didn't turn my phone off. There it goes. But sorry. Sorry about that. But it's also important because what we put on our bodies makes a difference. It enhances our blessings or it de-enhances some of the things that we're trying to hide. So that second layer also gives us confidence in poise. So I use the word bras and panties, but it's about that broader word lingerie. And it's a part of the fashion scene linked to our emotions. And it symbolizes female empowerment, femininity, and sexiness. And just like the clothes we wear, comfy doesn't mean boring. So here's the one tip I recommend for all of us. And it's the broader tip in addition to the little micro lingerie tips that I'll share in a moment. Spend time with a real expert and get fitted. You can go it alone, but nothing beats the expert at Nordstrom's or Neiman's or Soma. Be prepared for a little body handling when they fit you, but it's all worth it. I took my 15-year-old daughter there once and she was completely mortified, but we ended up with a great purchase. They will recommend based on your body shape and the size of your girls, which brands are best for you. For example, for me, I'm a little bit more blessed on top. So Natori and Warhol come up to the list. So As for celebrity stylists and asking them a little bit about how they dress, their clients, their celebrity clients, is also kind of polling some of our own cabbie stylists. We have a few brands that we love. For basic and staples, we love Spanx, Commando, and the Hanky Panky and Calvin Klein. I have a little Hanky Panky behind me just because they're fun to show off. With Commando, it's a top brand for seamless and durability and comfort. And celebrity stylists go to Spanx for their personal wear, as well as for dressing their clients for the red carpet. The one kind of it undie to have, it's the undie technical thong. So for solving those VPL issues, it's the visible panty line issues, you want to get one of those in your wardrobe. For the sexy and stylish combined, we recommend at least one bralette for you for the spring and summer to complete your look. And depending on where you're at, it's okay to show a little bit of that lace. Celebrity stylists are recommending Fleur de Mal and La Perla when working with their clients. So we truly could spend a ton of time on the foundational second skin of yours. And it's a fun and important and sexy topic. But I'm going to hand it over to Nikki because she has some more secrets to share with you.
Well, thanks, Sophia. I'm going to share with you about your face shape and what your personality might say about you, as well as a few makeup tips for face shapes. So according to Cosmopolitan and author Jean Hanner, your personality can be revealed in your face shape and your expert face reading as well. So some people may have a distinct face shape, or it could be a little mixture of all. So in a rectangular face shape, think Lucy Liu from Charlie's Angel. This face shape is squared off at the forehead and chin. And people with this face shape are value logic thinkers. They think a lot and sometimes may overthink. They're usually planners in some way, and they don't often talk about their feelings, but they work out regularly. And so because of that, they're often full of tension because it results constantly about living in their own head. So for a few makeup tips for this is to make the face look a little bit more elongated by following the natural shape of the brow bones and tweezing away anything that might not have that natural shape. So for a rounded face shape, you might think of Jennifer Godwin from Once Upon a Time and the romantic fairy tale scenes that she portrayed in that show. The round face shape usually has a wide hairline and fuller cheekbones. This personality always puts people first and thinks of their self last. The downside of this is they can sometimes put people first too much, and they often forget about themselves. So a few makeup tips for the person who has a more rounder face shape would be to highlight the best features. So play up the eyes, add a bright lip tone, add a rosy cheek. Just really play up those features and contour by using a darker foundation to highlight the cheekbones, to bring the hairline, make it a little bit more softer, or use a bronzer or even a creamy highlighting and bronzing technique. If you are looking for a way to learn those techniques, I know that Sephora does a makeup lesson with you. If you purchase $50 in product, you get that makeup lesson. I learned to contour, at a little later age, and it was really, really fun. So a diamond face shape, you want to think about your rock star or bringing out your inner rock star. So if you have those rock star friends and you kind of notice their face shape, that is like a Taylor Swift. And, she always has that bright red lip and maybe those cat eye and those longer lashes, those bold lashes. Recently, I tried a new mascara from Thrive. It was called Falsies. I absolutely loved it. I've been going through mascaras to keep me from having the little dark flakes or like the dark non-sleep eyes, like I didn't sleep at all around noon because my mascara just keeps falling off and flaking off. I've been going through all kinds, and that one really worked the other day. Plus it made my lashes look really full and long and lengthening. So you might look at Thrive Falsie mascara. But diamond face shape friends or Taylor Swift, they tend to have a wider in the middle face. So it's kind of shaped like a diamond. It's pointed toward the forehead and pointed at the chin. This is someone who likes to take control and wants things a certain way. They're very detail oriented and they produce quality work. So bright lips or cat eyes or as a makeup tip for those types of friends, and also keeping it just very bold. Oval face shape, you might think of Beyonce. It's often and then wide. It has a jaw that's narrower at the cheek, and the jawline is narrower than the cheekbones. This person knows all the right things to say, and they can make people feel so welcome and comfortable. So with the makeup tips here, you want to use a pinkish shade on the sucked in cheeks when you're applying it. This will give you a pumped up look, and you want to use a rosy, darker shade on the apples. And then the heart-shaped face. So America's Sweetheart, Reese Witherspoon. This is the best face that you want to refer to for those that are just, the genuine Southern person, super sweet. They always think of others. The makeup tip for this person is to have just a pale pink or peachy tones. They really keep it a natural look, and they have a lip gloss always on hand. All right, so I'm going to send this over to Tammy Sue, who's going to share with you some important things on V necklines that were super fun.
Thank you, Nikki. I don't know about you ladies, but during COVID, I may have gained a few pounds, and I might use a few of these tips and tricks daily. So what are they, might ask? Well, for starters, you might want to show a little more skin. Yes, the V-neck, ladies. I don't know what you were thinking, but I'm referring to the V neckline. It is universally flattering on all body types. So give me 1 second. I am going to share my screen. So my apologies. There we go. Share, present, and then if somebody can just let me know that you can see that okay.
It's looking great.
Thank you. Very good. All right. So our V neckline, as Carrie touched on a little bit, that opens up. You want to show a little bit of skin. It opens up. It's universally flattering. It elongates our torso. It makes us look slimmer regardless of our body shape. And you don't have to, if you're not comfortable, and I realize it's cold in a lot of parts right now. If you don't want to share as much, you can still do that with your clothes. So I'm just gonna, I don't know if you need to, you can move the pictures off to the side, but you can create that V or that vertical line with the blazer that we have here, the checkup. So I used our plus size model. She's a size 18 to kind of demonstrates a couple of these so you can get an idea. I don't know about you, but personally, I don't think she looks like she's a size 18. But you can do that V right here, nip it in underneath the bust line, which is generally our narrowest point, creating that hourglass figure. You can also do that with the vertical line, as you see here, with the creating that column. So she still has the V-neck necklace, and you can do a short one like that, but she's got the V neckline and the long column that just opens it up, draws the eye in, and creates that longer, leaner illusion. So, however, if you are looking to do that with a necklace and not necessarily your clothes, and you want to, or when you're going to take that jacket or that cardigan off, you still want to be able to create that V, deep V. And the bigger the V, the more it's going to draw your eye in. So if you do more of a statement necklace, kind of like the model has here, she's got on our shell necklace there. And then you can also do that. Don't be afraid to layer. So you can mix your seasons as well. We've got this season's necklace as well as a past season necklace here. And again, just creating that deep V, just opening it up, drawing the eye in. And ideally what you want that to do is you want it to hit just, if you're going to do that long necklace, you'd like it to hit just below the girls or right at the bottom of the girls. Because again, generally that's the narrowest part of us. And again, drawing the eye in to the narrow part. So, and you can see that here at the necklace, but if you don't have a necklace or you're more of a scarf person, you can do that with the scarf, and you can tie it and then drop it down just like she has here, or you can create the column, the vertical line where you have it up a little bit closer to the neck but you're still creating that line and drawing the eye in. So that is just a little bit there on the V and why it matters, because again, it makes all of us look taller and leaner. So switching gears, if you haven't, make sure you post in the comments your name, because you want to be sure to be entered in that drawing that Carrie was talking about earlier, and the person who invited you. All right, Carrie, are you ready to take it back over? We'll switch gears to the heart of the Cabby business.
Yeah, thank you, Tammy Sue. So many great tips. So again, my name is Carrie Humphreys, and I am a married empty nester, and I moved to Austin, Texas just before COVID. Before that, I was living in Rhode Island for about 10 years, New Jersey for about 18 months. And then I began my Cabby styling business actually in the Dallas area about 16 years ago. So I'm really happy to partner with these ladies. We live all over the country, and we're kind of helping each other cross boundaries with our wholeheartedness theme. And wholeheartedness is kind of what we define as that higher form of emerging leadership. So over the past year, we've intentionally worked alongside each other, growing our personal relationships and our positive influences on each other. Cabby is that visionary company investing in the future of fashion as well as in their stylist base. As a result, in 2020, we continued to grow and produce very new and on-trend styles as well as proprietary technology, all while continuing to give back through our Heart of Cabby Foundation. And we're really proud of that. We offer complimentary training to all of our stylists, as well as a co-branded personalized website and marketing materials. And we are currently accepting applications here in the US and in the UK and Canada. So Tammy Sue, how about you? Tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you. Well, as Carrie mentioned, my name is Tammy Sue, and I have been married this year will be 25 years to my husband, David, and we have 4 boys ages 16 to 23. I began my Cabby career back in fall 07, and at the time my boys were 8 and under. I worked full-time as an LA County deputy sheriff, and I also volunteered holding various positions on PTA, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and then as they got into high school, band boosters. In 2016, I retired after 23 years on the sheriff's department, and one of the things that I love about Cabby, besides the clothes, because who really just doesn't love the clothes, is the collaboration with the stylist. Cabby is always investing in us and encouraging us to be a better version of ourselves. From the time we sign up to be a stylist, Cabby forms a partnership with us. They invest in each stylist to provide the tools and training that we need to succeed and to best serve our clients. No experience is necessary. Cabby is a forward-thinking company that is always looking for the best way to serve their stylists. And because of this type of thinking, plans for tech enhancements in our business, such as our amazing Front Row platform, were already in the works prior to the pandemic. Cabby had fast-tracked those changes, enabled stylists to continue to serve their clients. Front Row, if you haven't seen it, is a virtual platform where it showcases the designer collection on models as hostesses sit in the comfort of their home and their girlfriends while earning the hostess benefits. This is one of the many reasons that many stylists did not just survive during the pandemic, but they were able to grow their business and thrive. The training, the technology that allows us to help women all over the US, UK, and Canada in sizes ranging 00 to 20. Cabby provides the top of the line technology and tools free, yes, ladies, free of charge to us. And some of these tools are our personal websites. A lot of companies, you have to pay for those. Cabby provides our website that clients have access to 24/7. We even have an amazing app. Our Cabby Tap app that connects us with our clients and our clients with us. We can see what's in their closet and they get pairing option ideas, tracking so much. Cabby provides us with online and in-person training. We have online marketing material for social media, and Cabby provides the hostess benefits. That's not something that we have to pay for. Honestly, ladies, if I went on and listed everything Cabby does to support our business, it would be overwhelming for some. If you're interested in learning more about what they provide, I would interest you in either asking questions at the end or talking more about them with the stylist that invited you on. So now we're going to have Nikki, and she's going to talk to you about what we all want to know, the money.
Well, thank you, Tammy Sue. My name is Nikki Davis, and I have been married to Ryan for 20 years. I have two boys, 17 and 12, and Ryan and I also own a driver's education business in our community located in Forney. I began my Cabby career in spring of '07 when I was introduced to Carrie from a friend who had attended one of Carrie's Cabby shows locally. I never would have known about Cabby had my friend not handed me a business card and said, "I think you'd be great at this." And I had no idea what she was talking about. Before Cabby, I was a vice president in corporate banking, and I chose to leave that career in 2006 because while I enjoyed that fast-paced work environment, I was looking for something that challenged both my brain and my heart. I enjoy the flexibility that Cabby provides to me, not only with an income that is something that I can control by earning as much as I want, or leaning back whenever I need to take care of myself or someone in my family, but also just the time that I'm able to spend at home with my family, travel with my friends, and the opportunity to really give back through our philanthropic areas. Many of you are probably wondering, how do we really earn money, and can I earn money doing Cabby? And the answer is yes. We have three ways that we earn money at Cabby. Two are actually that you control, and one is something that you influence. So personal sales, leading a team, and inventory sales. You can find out more information on the stylist website that invited you, and be sure to ask her to point you to this. And our income disclosure statement is there, showing you how much stylists earn annually at Cabby. With options that are catered to you specifically, we have a solution to help you start your own business. Everyone is a stylist doing shows, which means we do not have a hierarchy where one person earns an income while another one does the work. We are all business owners, women mentoring women who collaborate and lead together, and we choose bonus over titles. Sophia, if you don't mind, I'm going to let you share how we give back.
Thank you, Nikki. Okay, I'm going to just introduce myself. I'm Sophia, and I live in Michigan, and I have a full house, actually nonstop this year with my husband, and my two hearts are my kids that are 15 and 12, as my daughter dialed in a little bit earlier. I started Cabby in 2009, and it's probably one of the worst economic downturns in Michigan, close to now. But before Cabby, I worked in various marketing and product management groups in two different industries, and I left corporate at the time because I just desperately craved change. I wanted autonomy, and I had two young kids. They were not even 1 and 3 when I started Cabby, and I just couldn't do the 60 to 70-hour work weeks anymore. It's been almost 12 years, and Cabby gives me the benefits of having a franchise-like business, yet it lets me be independent and creative. But what really energizes me is the amazing group of super smart and super fun women I get to work with. So a little bit on the heart of Cabby, as Nikki mentioned. So this gives you insight into the core of the heart of Cabby and its founders. And it's all about empowering women. They took this company a step further 15 years ago, and they created the foundation to make a difference in families' lives that are living in poverty. And they do this in 3 different ways, and they do this with your help. The first one is funding small business loans for a woman entrepreneur in a developing country through the We Are Cabby program. This happens when a new stylist starts her Cabby business. Cabby funds this loan in her name, and to date, we've funded over 17,500 loans for women. The second way is we give children in Rwanda classrooms and an opportunity for an education. Again, this happens with your help when you round up your order, a penny or 99 cents, to the Make a Change program. In less than 2 years, we've provided for 8,800 kids to be in a classroom and to receive what they need for an education. And finally, the third way is we distribute clothing to women who've been impacted by natural disasters in the US and around the world. And it started with Hurricane Katrina. And since then, over $60 million in clothing and monetary donations have been made in 219 US communities and 62 countries to 62 countries. We're going to take this next section and summarize just a few key points on what makes our hearts beat. And I'm going to start by handing it over back to Tammy Sue.
Thank you, Sophia. Well, my why, my passion is helping and serving women, not only my clients, but through the Heart of Cabby Foundation. And I've had the honor to be asked to be the Heart of Cabby ambassador for our area this year. So there's nothing like bringing a smile to a woman's face, building her self-esteem. Our teamwork and our unity as a company is a vehicle that allows me to do that. So take the 4 of us combined. Just this last season alone, our Make a Change program, we were able to provide schooling for 14 children, as well as through our team building efforts, we funded 4 microloans through our Women Entrepreneurs program. Once those loans are paid back, ladies, they will fund 16 to 20 more loans. Truly, it is the gift that keeps on giving. And that is my passion and my why of why I do Cabby. So up next is Nikki about giving during the pandemic.
Yes. So, 2020 took us all by surprise, and many of us stepped out of our comfort zones to learn something new, which included us on this call. How in the world in a pandemic were we able to business? Well, because of Cabby and their continued investment in all of their stylists, not only in our mental health, but also in the development of proprietary platforms like Cabby Front Row and also Cabby Tap, we were able to continue serving our customers all year long. In addition to that, we came together as a team and helped encourage each other along the way to not only learn new skills, but also to be accountable to each other and learn new things and just really encourage ourselves along the way. As a result of that, the 4 of us had our best year ever, and our customers were able to give back to others as well. If we weren't sure before, we are even more confident now, and our colleagues on our teams continue to grow too. I want to take a moment to just share about Carrie, Tammy Sue, and Sophia. Carrie is one of our top sellers, with over 50% of her sales coming from connecting with women virtually, 30% through online anytime tools, and 20% through in-person appointments. Sophia was in our top show sales average, and Tammy Sue won top growth. I don't like to talk about myself, but I do want to mention that 3 women decided to partner with me by starting their own Cabby business. And as a result of that, they helped 3 women entrepreneurs receive a microloan that is helping their families pull themselves up out of poverty. It's sometimes very difficult and hard to talk about money, but for us, our earning potential differs significantly, and it's uncapped. At a time in our world when many women are having to choose whether they want to find a new position, add an additional source of income as a side gig, or whether or not to take care of their children and homeschool them, and having to choose between health and well-being or going to work, or maybe their corporation or their work is making a choice for them, Cabby provides an income for families that is significant and can be a real income source. It can be $8,000 for a fun-time stylist, someone who just wants to have fun, or it can be over $500,000 for a full-time stylist. Again, our income disclosure statement is on our website and is also on the stylist's website who invited you. So make sure you ask her about that, and she can show you exactly where to find that. So Carrie, if you'll just share a little bit more with us.
Sure. So thank you, Nikki. And Nikki doesn't like to talk about herself, but she was one of our top people that has continued to build her team season over season. And it's, in a challenging year of COVID, she's been doing it. So, and she's also grown her sales over 150% during COVID. So she wouldn't tell you that, but I'll tell you that. Okay, so back to money. Money is important to all of us here because we all have families to support, get through college. That was my thing. And then Cabby has given really each of us the autonomy and the opportunity to do with Cabby what we individually choose. So Cabby is similar to a franchise, but with all of the options to personally develop, grow, and learn, and yet you decide what times and how much you want to work. as well as maybe the menu of services you pick for your business and your clients. So maybe you want to do all virtual, or maybe you would really like to see people in person. Whatever it is, you can pick. And here is a question, or a few questions actually, to think about. So ask yourself, do you get re-energized by the people you work with? And maybe the women specifically that you work with, are they collaborative? And I'll let you answer that. You might be able to tell, but we completely energize and lift each other up, and we encourage each other, putting relationships with each other as well as with our clients first before sales. And we really believe that that is the one reason why we've continued to thrive over all other retailers. Our team member that was an HR executive one year was completely blown away, not only by the collaboration of the Cabby women, but the training investment and all of the qualities of really great women that we attract. We have stylists who are executives, teachers, physicians, attorneys. In fact, 50% of our stylist base work alongside another full-time job. So they do Cabby kind of fun time or part-time. And no two stories are alike, but you might have someone right now that would be a really great fit for this Cabby business. And that is one of our entries into our drawings, right, Sophia?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was a little bit slow in getting the camera and the mic back off. So first, thank you for letting us share our hearts with you about our Cabby business. And we'd love to hear from you. And in a couple different ways, Carrie mentioned a drawing that we're going to have for every question that's asked. And this might be today, and it might be through February 26th. For any comment you give us, we're going to be entering your name into a little drawing for a special gift. And we'll send you a couple options to choose from. We also wanted to share with you that, as you know, your friends trust you and your referrals are important to us. So when you refer a friend to join one of our monthly style and business meetings, we have a Cabby gift of appreciation for you valued at $100. That's from us personally to you. Plus, Cabby will give you 50% off a referral for a new Cabby host. So check with the friend that invited you, either to this meeting or to listen, when you listen to this recording, and she'll provide you with details and dates. So we are going to pause for a moment, and we just want to remind you that, it might be a question today. It might be a question that comes up a little bit later. We'll continue to re-enter your name through Friday the 26th. And then just don't forget to post any ideas for us, any feedback from this calling, and also giving us some ideas. So I'm just going to pause our recording, and then we're going to get into questions.